Today, I wanted to talk about limiting mindsets and how... Oh, you want to say something too about limiting mindsets? I feel you, man. Anyhow, and how it kind of coincides with my journey and start in photography. So when I first got started in photography, I did not have no money. And I also didn't have parents that I could ask to buy me any gear or equipment. So I saved up all my money. I was working at Panera Bread at the time. And I saved up so I could buy my first camera. Now, my first camera of all time, like digital, whatever, was a Canon Rebel T2i. I purchased this in like 2012, so it wasn't even a brand new camera at the time. Crop censored, kit lens, like got a deal. And I literally shot with that camera for a good 2 years with the kit lens only. And I'm telling you, I shot events on that thing. I can't believe I accepted gigs with that, but it taught me a lot. I also shot families. I shot a wedding on that camera with a kit lens. I shot headshots with that camera as well. So it really, looking back, it showed me that there is no limitation to what you can do and what you can create, because guys, let me tell you, those photos were not cute at all. But I got experience from it, okay? Bright side of life, I got experience from it. I learned my settings. I learned how to shoot in manual. I learned how to use a flash, how not to use a flash. I learned how to interact with people, different types of people. I learned how to interact in different types of settings. So it was definitely a good start, right? So I didn't let the concern of my gear get in my way until about, I would say about year 2 of me dabbling in photography, not professionally, because I started having friends who did photography, and I started judging my journey with their journey. Now, I would not recommend this. Do not judge, but we are all human. We all do it. So I would start to judge, and I'd be like, wow, their photography is so much better than mine. It must be their gear. Yep, it's their gear. That's why they're better than me. Totally, full stop, their gear makes them a better photographer than I am. When in fact, these photographers had either shot longer than I had or shot in a lesser time, but shot every day and was consistent with it. So for me, you know, when I started judging myself based off of others' work, I realized I shot less. I would be discouraged from picking up my camera. I no longer was asking friends, hey, want to go shoot? I only would take gigs. I literally would only shoot if someone asked me to, which is a huge no-no. Don't do that. Shoot all the time so that when someone does come to you and say, hey, I would love for you to shoot, you are ready. You know your camera, you know your gear in all settings, and you can create something really beautiful. So back to what I was saying. Total like over there. But we're back. So basically, I had to put the blinders on because for a season, I literally was like, everyone's better than me. Like I was going all over the place, and I had to reel it in. Okay. And I really look in the mirror and say, no, it's not their gear. You can create, you've been creating. So why are you stopping? So I decided that for my own personal whatever, I needed to invest in myself. Now I will say investing is the best thing you can do for yourself, because look, man, nobody else is going to do it for you. I don't care. And what's crazy is I didn't have parents who could invest in me in that way. But even if I had someone just pouring out money to my dream and my desires, I can honestly say that working hard for what I wanted made me push harder to become better. So, girl, man, look, I worked, okay? And I worked and I got a 50 millimeter lens, nifty 50. Now, if you're starting out in photography, listen, get you a nifty 50. It's all you need in this life. You're good to go. Now, it's not all you need in this life, but it will take so many good photos in so many different types of scenarios. Thank me later, okay? So when I invested in the 50 millimeter lens, I was so excited, and I literally got like a refresh, like a tingling sensation again of like, yes, we're shooting again. Oh my God, I fell in love with photography again because I finally invested in myself. Before, I would have so many mental blocks of like, why would I invest? It doesn't matter. No one's gonna hire me. My pictures aren't even that great. Anyhow, investing was the best thing I could have done. Fast forward, I literally shot with that camera for a year. Mind you, I'm still using the Canon Rebel T2i, crop censored, not the best camera in the whole world, with a nifty 50, okay? Graduate from college, move out to Los Angeles. While I'm out there, I get to collaborate with a lot of great people. Fast forward, after I moved from LA back to Atlanta, the photos that I took on that camera, oh my gosh, you guys, they ended up in a magazine, in 2 magazines, and one of them ended up on the cover of a magazine. What? So, and what's so crazy is when I moved back to Atlanta, that's when I upgraded to a better camera. So it's so ironic because the camera that I was hating on for years and feeling like, oh man, you know, nah, that's the one that got my first major proud moment in photography. So I say all of this to say, do not let your limiting beliefs, don't let your excuses get in the way of creating amazing things and, oh my gosh, you guys, helping you reach one of your goals. Look, I am a huge believer in future journaling. And yeah, one of my things on my future journal was to have my photos be published. And they got published twice. Okay, so, and it wasn't even in a way that I thought it was gonna happen, right? So it's so important to be able to just work with what you have, because at the end of the day, there's someone out here whose mom or dad or mentor or someone buys them the newest, baddest, best equipment in the whole wide world, and they don't know a single thing about how to work it, how to use it, low light, noon light, you know, they literally don't know nothing. And you're sitting at home, or maybe you've had your camera for a long time and you've limited yourself because you're concerned with, well, you know, when I get the better gear, or when I get that dream gig, or when I, then no, it doesn't work like that. Trust me, it doesn't work like that. So I hope this encourages somebody. Look, when you start with something and you have a dream, you don't need what you think you need to succeed. Guys, this is my motto. You don't need what you think you need to succeed. Ollie was like, he's sleeping. If he was awake, he'd be like, bomb, mom, bomb. But he's not, he's asleep. So y'all gonna cheer me on, right? Okay, I hope this helps someone. If it did, please share it with someone that you think it could help. And if you liked it, give it a like, give it a share, whatever. But guys, if you can take anything away this week, just know you don't need what you think you need to succeed, because possibilities, they come to you when you're welcoming them. So welcome it, future journal, do whatever you've got to do, put yourself in the right place, let the universe and God bring what they need to your front door. Just keep that door open, be prepared, be ready. And I'm cheering on the sidelines for you. You're winning. All right? Love you all. Thanks for watching.